Hey guys, we have an update on the Diddy debacle, so let's buckle in and get into it. Now, the ex Syracuse basketball player Brendan Paul, who is alleged to be Sean P. Diddy's comb drug mule, was actually arrested. Now, Paul, again, he's alleged to be the drug mule. He was arrested by federal agents this week. Now, Paul is 25 and he was arrested at the Miami Opa-locka Executive Airport on Monday. Now, he was seeking to board a private jet with Sean P. Diddy Combs, where federal agents were working with Homeland Security and Border Patrol and allegedly found some drugs that were cocaine and marijuana edibles in Paul's bag. So Paul, as it stands now, update, he again was a player with Syracuse. So he's 25. He played a total of 16 games for Syracuse, a total of 17 minutes. Now, why are eyes on him? Well, in the Rodney Jones lawsuit against Combs, Paul was alleged to be the rap mogul's drug mule. So that's where that information is actually coming from. But what do we know about this? Well, the suit claimed that Paul acquired and distributed Mr. Combs' guns and drugs. Now, the drugs that Paul were arrested with this week have not been associated or said to be related to Diddy whatsoever. But Paul was released on a $2,500 bond. Now, Combs' homes in Miami and Los Angeles were raided this week by Homeland Security due to home trafficking task force. Now, where did that come out of? Well, that came out of New York. And that was because in last November, Diddy settled a lawsuit brought on by his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, who alleged some sexual assault. Now, Diddy's been, at this time, facing a numerous amount of lawsuits that are going on. But he has stated that these are sickening allegations that have been brought on.
Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. Robert. I didn't do this stuff.
By individuals looking for a quick payday. He said he's going to absolutely clear his name because he didn't do any of the awful things being alleged, and he's going to fight for his name, his family, and for the truth. And he actually wrote that there on social media on his Instagram. Now, a lot of people are saying this is just like something that was going to happen. It was bound to happen, but Combs has been untouchable for decades. But now people are actually willing to speak up, to stand up and talk about all the things that he's done. Now,
deviance is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Could this be over for Sean Combs and his billion-dollar empire? We don't know, but a lot of detectives who have been close to Sean P. Diddy Combs and have an ear to the ground are saying that perhaps these things are happening now, but those agencies have a little bit more intel. They're thinking that there's someone on the inside who's now openly and willingly sharing those details. Now, we also have reports that Combs was at the airport. Again, he was there looking a little bit dazed and confused.
I guess you wonder what's going to happen next, Diddy. I know.
When he was stopped by those federal agents on the tarmac after his alleged drug mule was taken away. Now, it was stated that he was leaving or getting on this jet to head towards the Caribbean, him and his 7 children. Now, again, Brendan Paul was arrested on the suspicion of drugs. Now, this also happened to the day, almost a month to the day, that Little Rod Jones, the former producer and videographer who claimed that Sean P. Diddy Combs repeatedly sexually assaulted him from September 2022 to November 2023. Now, Jones accused Combs of groping his genitals, grooming him for sex. Now, Diddy's attorney, Sean Hawley, previously told Page 6 that Little Rod is nothing more than a liar. He said he filed a $30 million lawsuit, shamelessly just looking for undeserved payday. Now, after the news broke, old videos and interviews resurfaced online showing Usher, who was, 13, and he was going to Puffy's flavor camp Now, Usher, now 45, told Howard Stern back in 2016 that he's seen very curious things taking place at that camp and that he would never send a child of his to anywhere like that. Now, what exactly was Usher saying? He said it was pretty wild, it was pretty crazy, and there were very curious things taking place, and he didn't necessarily understand it. Now, Usher recalled introducing him to a totally different set of things specifically. Now, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but what we do know, a lot is happening. A lot of this investigation is now being brought into light in what seems like almost a TV series, movie, theatrical ability to get the truth, right? So with everything going on in New York, everything going on in Miami, and also California, people are saying this is just the tip of the icebergs. These are things that were happening well on in the 1990s, and no one did anything. But now here we are with Homeland Security investigations and human trafficking task force being able to provide search warrants. But Sean P. Diddy Combs says this is an unprecedented ambush and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. Combs' attorney Aaron Dyer said in a statement on Tuesday, there has been no findings of criminal or civil liability, and that Mr. Combs is simply innocent and willing to fight every single day to clear his name. Guys, what do you think about this whole situation? I mean, to me, it's too much chatter to turn off your ear.
How you doing?
Killer, I'm doing good, man. Reparations is getting closer and closer. I'll be sure to give you your percentage.
I ain't had nothing to do with that money. That's all yours, man. I was on the next boat. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Closer and closer,
Closer
man.
and closer.
Okay.
The big payback.
This has been the last year's really kind of been the big payback for you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of last week. You went Destiny.
Yeah.
You done Destiny. You know what happened yesterday, right?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm trying to say. It's going crazy.
What happened?
I'm gonna let you start. What did you see that happen?
Oh, yesterday was the anniversary of Biggie Smalls' album, 27 years later. That's what I seen yesterday. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that was real. It's amazing that all of this would transpire on that day.
What's crazy is yesterday was Biggie Smalls' 27th anniversary of Life After Death. And it was also the Diplomat Immunity album, 21st anniversary. Shit going on. Shit's going on around. Yeah, man. I was just saying, that day yesterday was kind of...
That's eerie, man.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It was just
that was crazy.
That's kind of crazy, man. I had no idea that, the internet lets you know, because I don't be knowing these dates for my albums or other people's albums, but they will remind you, man.
Yeah.
That's all you seen?
In a lot.
That's what I seen. That's what I was.
I seen helicopters, all kind of stuff.
Okay.
We acknowledge that, we're all innocent until proven guilty, but there is some ability of being able to hold people accountable for the things that they do, for us, those we care about, those we love, and to strangers as well. I would absolutely love to gain your opinions. Go ahead and leave your comments below. I'll keep you posted as I learn and find out additional information here. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new here, go ahead and click that follow or subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.
When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to him.
I asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy. He says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity.